Very good evening, I'm Assad Ahmed. A couple who've lived in their home for 25 years have been evicted despite never missing a mortgage payment. Marie and Bob Jackson from Hertfordshire have been left bankrupt after a dispute with a company in which they had a franchise. Pirtek, based in West London, is a multinational which provides industrial hoses and hydraulics. But the couple were accused of selling other products too. Well, the Jacksons say that's just not true. And BBC London has found others in a similar situation to them, raising questions about the methods Pirtek is using. Alex Bushell has this exclusive report.
This is Pirtek's glossy corporate video to tell you everything you need to know if you want a franchise to sell their products. Everything from industrial hoses to hydraulics. What it doesn't show you is this. How some of those who've paid more than £100,000 to sell their products under licence have been left bankrupt. Bob Jackson has lived here in Hitchin for 25 years, but his home has been repossessed over debts he owes to Pirtek. He's bankrupt, broke and belligerent. He's even broken back into his home, vowing to prove he's the victim of unfair and unproven allegations.
It's destroyed me as a person. I've lost my confidence, I've lost all my money, I've lost absolutely everything, and I've been tarnished with a claim which is absolutely fictitious.
He had the franchise to sell in Milton Keynes. That is until the parent company used accounting spreadsheets to accuse him of buying out, of buying and selling other companies' products in breach of his contract. After 5 years of legal wrangling, the result is the company terminated its franchise, closed its business, seized all its assets. They also resold his franchise to another. Now his cause has been taken up by a campaign group that champions small businesses. He showed me 2 accountants and a QC's written opinions of those spreadsheets. Their verdict, the accounting within them was so flawed, it was gibberish.
Well, I think it sums it up perfectly, the David and Goliath phrase. If you try to take on the might of a company like Pirtek, then you've got to employ very expensive lawyers, very expensive accountants. We are aware of at least 14 individuals with similar types of complaints to Mr. Jackson.
Well, here at the headquarters of Pirtek UK in Acton in West London, there was no one available for comment. Instead, in response, they released a statement in which they said in 25 years there have only been 2 occasions when they've terminated franchise agreements because of that alleged practice of buying out and issued legal proceedings because of it. The company went on to say that it wholly rejects any allegations that it has unfairly targeted franchisees coming to the end of their agreement, and that replacing franchisees is expensive and time-consuming, so there is no financial motivation to churn franchises.
You good boy.
Nonetheless, Bob Jackson's local MP has now lent his support. He's sufficiently worried there are enough other cases like Bob and his wife with legitimate questions over Pirtek's business methods that he's asked Thames Valley Police to now investigate. Alex Bushell, BBC London News.
Well, now to the second of our special reports leading up to the Maryland